Hey lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I know that you guys have two very important questions for me. Are you 16 and did you get a breast reduction surgery? Yes and yes. It is real. The rumors are real. The rumors are real. They're real. So anyways, I know a lot of girls my age want to get this surgery, but I know a lot of you guys have concerns and questions, so I'm hoping that this video will really answer that for you and you can learn from my experience. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Oh crap, my phone's upside down. Oh, I'm tripping. Okay y'all, so if you see me looking at my phone, just know it's for me to stay on track because I love talking and going on and rambling about stuff. So this is just to make sure I'm talking and discussing the topics that you guys are really interested in knowing. So the first topic is, why did I get it? So I'm a 0 in all of my clothes. Pants, jeans, skirts, you name it. And I'm an extra small and everything else. And then my band on my bra is a 32. But my boobs are an E. So because I'm so small and I have such a tiny frame, having E boobs is like the heaviest thing in the world. And on top of that, I did gymnastics for 12 years. Girls who do gymnastics understand that it is hard and it is really rough on your body, especially your back, because you're bending, you're flipping, you're doing all this stuff. So I already had back problems from that, and the boobs were not helping whatsoever. And I also got it because I couldn't wear the right stuff. Because I'm so small, my boobs are so big, I couldn't get dresses that would fit me properly. I couldn't get the right size dress because normally I would get like an extra small or small in a dress. I would have to get a medium because it wouldn't fit around my boobs if I would have tried to get an extra small. So I had to get stuff tailored and get different sizes, and I didn't have time for that. First of all, I'm wasting my money getting stuff tailored. You got me so bent. And then these bras are like freaking $60 and they aren't even that cute. Just to hold this all together and keep it one, girl, bye. Yeah, so that's why I got it. The next thing is why I care what nobody thinks nor my age. So everybody has something to say. Girl, you're 16. I've heard this from everybody, young and old. You're a 16-year-old. Why do you need a breast reduction surgery? You need to wait until after you have kids because you're going to want to breastfeed, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but what am I right now? I'm 16 right now. So that means that I'm not having kids until I'm like freaking 28, 26, whatever. That's 10 years from now. Let me live my life and these are your young years. These are the years that you should be wearing like all the stuff you want to wear. Being free, wild, young, and free. You can't be wild, young, and free over here struggling to get dresses to fit you right. You can't be young, wild, and free having back problems. I just don't see those two lifestyles fitting together. Who cares about your age? Girl, age ain't nothing but a number. All I have to say is, yes, I'm 16 years old, but guess what? I won't have back problems anymore. I'll be able to wear stuff that fits me right and looks appropriate, because when you have big boobs, for some reason that's all guys want to stare at. They just want to be like, oh yeah, hey Ty, and they be just looking right here, and you just be like, okay, well my eyes are up here. Thank you. My eyes are up here. Thank you. So it's just like, what does age have to do with anything? If you want to do something in life, you should do it. Forget what other people have to say. People are going to talk about you regardless. They're going to talk about you with big boobs, and they're going to talk about you getting surgery and if you don't have big boobs whatsoever. So as far as I'm concerned, do whatever makes you happy, and what made me happy was getting this surgery. So I'm a Christian and I incorporate God into everything that I do. I'm not saying you'll have to be, but I wanted to make sure that this was the right thing to do, because another thing is, oh yes, you want to get it, but you really need to make sure it's the right thing to do. You need to really think about it, because surgery is not just something that you can come back from. Once you get it, it's a done deal, it's a wrap. You can't just be like, oh wait, no, I want to get it undone. You can't just undo surgery. So I really just prayed about it, heard from God, and then, once I heard from God and everything was cool, then I was like, okay, this is happening, and I'm okay with it. Because God's okay with it, I'm okay with it, and we're finna get it poppin'. Okay, so how long it took for me to get approved. I was thinking about getting the surgery for a long time, like a year maybe. My pediatrician, I just told her all my concerns, because you know how when you go to your pediatrician and they ask you, how are you feeling, is anything bothering you, etc, etc. So I was just like, my back really hurts, my boobs are huge, it's just I really want to get a reduction. So she referred me to a plastic surgeon, and so then my plastic surgeon that I met with in May, she was like, well, okay, if that's what you really want, I think it's a great time to get it now. We're going to try to get you approved. You you should be approved within the next 6 months. And I was like, dang, 6 months. Like, in my mind, I was like, girl, it's May. I'm finna get this breast reduction surgery over summer and come back my senior year of high school popping. But that's not how it went. And then 6 months passed. She's like, okay, well, we're just gonna bring you back in to just look at your breast all over again, take more pictures, etc. And then she was like, you know what, you're a very good candidate and we're gonna schedule your surgery. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, we're gonna schedule your surgery. I was like, okay. So we scheduled the surgery for February 17th. So then she's like, yeah, we're just gonna, give you a heads up a month before about your pre-op appointment, when that's gonna be, what time, etc. So I was like, okay, thank you so much. I left. Girl, once I found out that date, that's the only thing that was in my mind for the next, 2 months. So February finally rolls around. I'm like, yay. The 8th comes, and that's when my pre-op appointment was. And I went there, and they just basically took more pictures. I think weighed them just to, figure out how much you had to take out. She told me what my size would be, and she said it was going to be about a 32, full B, small C. And I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. And she was just letting me know about scarring and stuff. And it was a really informational meeting, getting me prepared and mentally prepared mostly. And so then she told me what I couldn't do the night before surgery, like drinking water, etc., etc. So I was like, okay, cool. So that was over. And then the next week rolled around and I actually got the surgery. So I went to the hospital. I remember them putting on the wristband just to identify me, my name, date of birth, all that stuff. And so then they took me back, and the first lady just basically weighed me. We just talked. She talked to my mom. She kind of made my mom less nervous, because my mom was really freaking out during this time, because mom, their baby is about to get surgery. Oh my goodness. But it took me into this room, and I stayed there for the longest time because an emergency came up before my surgery, so my surgery got pushed back an hour. Then the nurse finally came in and she was like, okay, well, I'm going to get you ready. So the first thing they give you, they gave me, was this liquid, and it was this liquid juice. That juice was basically there to just calm your nerves and everything, and it made me really tired. As soon as I drank that juice, I just got super relaxed. After that, so my bed kind of was one of those beds where you could take it off the wall and stroll it. So she was like, I want you to in the bed, because after you consume that, you cannot walk anymore because you're at risk for falling. And then they wrapped these things around my legs to keep the blood flowing in my legs while I was out, because the surgery is really long. It's 3.5 hours. So they want to make sure that you have blood flow going through your legs so you don't get blood clots or anything. And then they strolled me down the hallway to the door where my mom could walk me until she couldn't walk any further. And then she kissed me goodbye, and they strolled me to the back area where they do surgery. I tried to remember everything once I got there to tell you guys, before I was just knocked out. So they brought me back there, showed me into the room. I just remember a lot of lights and a big airy room where they were going to perform the surgery. I remember a lot of people being in there, but they all introduced themselves to me. They were so nice. They asked me if I was warm enough and if I was comfortable. So then the lady comes up and she's like, I'm going to put this funny gas on you. You're going to start feeling really sleepy. I just want you to breathe into it, and you're going to feel yourself drifting off. Now, disclaimer, I've been to the dentist plenty of times, and the dentist has told me, we're finna put some funny gas on you. Y'all know that gas don't really do nothing. But this wasn't no funny gas. This was knock you out gas. This was, yeah, you're going to be looking at me in 0.5 seconds, and 0.5 seconds later you're going to be knocked the heck out. I don't know what type of gas that was, but it wasn't funny. So then once I woke up, I was with this other lady. And it was the lady you go to before you go back to your parents. So she just asked me, was I comfortable? Could I breathe right? Is everything good with me? And when I woke up, I didn't feel any pain. Trust me, girl, I was on cloud 9 when I woke up from that anesthesia. After that happened, she was like, okay, well, I'm going to take you back to your mom now. So I went back to my mom. I had some juice. They gave me some grape juice, and then they tried to feed me. I don't remember what I was eating. I don't remember at all. And I just remember I kept going in and out, not of consciousness, but sleep, because I was so tired. So then the last time I woke up, they finally brought me a wheelchair. So then they helped me in it, and then that's when I realized, I was like, oh crap, where are my boobs? I was like, oh crap, my boobs are gone. So I got into the wheelchair and just kept looking down, and I was so happy. So after that day, the next day when I woke up, I was super sore. You can't reach for anything for the first couple of days, because I still can't reach all the way up. I can kind of reach this way, but I can't reach all the way up in the air, because I don't want to pop a stitch or anything. And so I couldn't take a bath for the first 48 hours. And then when I could take a bath, my mom had to help me because I couldn't reach my feet and everything. And then I couldn't like make my own food at all. I could only sit in the bed. Like that's one thing I could do. And then when I did sit up, it was so uncomfortable to sit up even. So I definitely didn't want to walk around. So the only time I got up was to use the bathroom and to like wash my face and brush my teeth and take a shower. Oh, another thing I forgot to tell you guys. So I had to get a breathing tube in my throat because when you're down for so long, they don't want anything to happen to you. You stop breathing. So they put a breathing tube in you so that you'll keep breathing. Because of the breathing tube, my throat was so sore. Like I could not speak the first day, the first like 2 days actually, and then the third day it was just super sore. You know, so you just really need to rest and take it easy. Don't call up your girlfriends like I did. Dumb idea, because of course they want to know about every single detail, and of course I told them every single detail and was over here wheezing the next day. So do not do that. So yeah, so that was just like the pain for the most part. Itchiness, I haven't had it. The scars haven't been itchy, they've just been sore. So we're gonna talk about numbness. Now my boobs are no longer numb. I'm not saying that when you get this surgery you're not gonna have no numbness, because your numbness can be permanent. It just depends on the person. So don't be scared if your numbness is still there. It's normal to not be able to feel it after a surgery, but it'll come back gradually over time. And if it doesn't, then okay, that's not why you get the surgery. You didn't get the surgery to fill your boobs. You got them so that you wouldn't have back problems and be able to fit into better clothes. After that, we talked about breastfeeding. And basically, my doctor said I should be able to breastfeed. The good thing about getting your breast reduction done when you're younger is you'll have more time to heal up. So by the time you do actually have kids, it'll be fine. So that's not a problem. The next thing I want to talk about is bras. Bras that have wires in them you cannot wear for 2 months, which is fine. You can wear sports bras, little cute wireless bras. Victoria's Secret has a lot of really cute wireless bras. Next, pre-jitters / excitement. So I got a lot of questions like, was I nervous? I was not nervous at all. Girl, when I tell you I was so ready for these boobs to be gone, the only thing I was thinking about was, I'm about to have no back problems. I'm about to be able to lay on my back and not suffocate. I'm about to be able to go to the beach and look like an actual teenager and be able to wear all the cute little bikinis at Victoria's Secret. I didn't have no room for fear. And let me tell you something else. When I got the signed, still delivered message from God that he was cool with me getting this and it was a-okay up there was nothing for me to be worried about. God got me. So the next thing is, will you have drains? I didn't have drains, and I was talking to my surgeon about that, and she was telling me that people don't have drains anymore. That is like a rare case. Like if you absolutely need to get drains, then you will, but the chances of that happening are slim to none. So I feel like a lot of you guys watch YouTube too much. I was one of those people and I had to cut back. I realized, here's my quote of the day: watch YouTube to be aware, not scared. Do not freak yourself out watching YouTube videos, because their situation and your situation could be completely different. In my case, it was completely different. So do not watch YouTube to be scared. Watch it to be aware. Okay? Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my video today. I really hope I answered all of your questions that you might have. And if I didn't, put them in the comment section below, because when I make my 2.5 week update video, when I have my next appointment with my plastic surgeon, I'll answer those then. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Love ya.